Good day, Miss Moira.
I am Rinhard Jacob Apostol from BSA 1B.
And I am Richelyn Tizumili from BSA 1B.
I am Shelly Alpi from BSA 1B.
And I am Justin Adrian D. Uban from BSA 1B.
And I am Bernardo G. Ludao Jr. from BSA 1B.
And we are the Group 5 presenter.
So our topic is in case study number 5 in chapter 6, entitled International Climate Change Agreements and Agriculture Philippines. Here's the overview. The Philippines, a signatory to the Paris Agreement, implemented policies to reduce greenhouse gas emissions in agriculture by promoting sustainable farming practices. Despite these efforts, many farmers struggle to adopt new methods due to high costs and limited government support. International funding helped, but cultural practices and lack of education on climate-resilient farming remain barriers. Here's the discussion questions.
First is, how do international agreements like the Paris Agreement impact local farmers?
So, international agreements like the Paris Agreement encourage governments to adopt climate-friendly farming policies. This helps local farmers by promoting sustainable practices such as organic farming, crop rotation, and reduced chemical use. However, many farmers in the Philippines faces challenges because sustainable methods can be expensive and require new skills. Additionally, even international funding helps, but still local farmers also struggle due to cultural traditions and limited education. One example for this is here in our Philippine country, our government promote climate-resilient rice farming, but almost of our farmers here cannot afford like new seeds, drone, and irrigation systems. So, for that question number 1, here's the key concept of STS, including.
So first key concept of STS is risk and ethics. So why? It's because sustainable farming has economic risk farming. May lose income, so mawalang income during the transition.
And the second key concept of STS is policy implication. Government must create the policy that create sustainable farming, affordable and easy to adopt. The second question, what steps can government take to make sustainable farming practices more accessible? Government can help farmers to adopt sustainable practice by providing financial support, training, and infrastructure. They can also create subsidies for organic fertilizer and crops and climate resistant crops. For example, the Philippines government can give low interest loans to farmers by purchasing solar power, irrigation system to reduce water use.
So for that question number 2, here's the key concepts of STS, including
First is public understanding of science. Public understanding of science because training programs help farmers understand why sustainability is necessary.
Second is policy implication. It's because laws mostly protect farmers while enforcing climate policies.
And the third one is historical context. It's because learning from the past agricultural reforms can guide new policies.
And the last is socio-technical imaginaries. Future with climate-friendly climate a future with climate-friendly influence. Okay, influence. So influence policy today. That's all.
So here's the third and lastly question. How can scientists work with local communities to promote climate resilience agriculture?
Disciplinary nature. It's because scientists most combine agriculture, technology, and culture, human culture.
So that's the question today. So scientists must collaborate with farmers by like the scientists finding research of how methods benefits them. So muna lang ginabuhat, magkulab ang farmers and ang scientists para na sila research mga mag-gather and a local and scientists also may involve local leaders and use traditional knowledge along with scientific advancement. So for example is in the Philippines, scientists collaborate with farmers to test drought resistant in rice. So that's all.
So for that question number 3, here's the key concepts of STS, including
number one key concept is the policy implication, because government should support research and that benefits local communities.
And the second is socio-technical system. Socio-technical system because scientific solution must fit into existing social and economic conditions.
And the third one is rest and ethics, because scientists must ensure that new methods do not harm local ecosystems and farmers' income.
And the last one is socio-technical imaginaries, because scientists and farmers is naa sila'y parihang mga panlantaw para sa atoang kaayo sa atong mga tanong, para sa atoang mga crops, and that's all.
In conclusion, international agreements promote sustainable farming, but local challenges remain. Governments can help local farmers by supporting financial aid, and training. While scientists should collaborate with the communities to integrating traditional knowledge and modern solutions. Ultimately, a cooperative approach is a key to making farming more sustainable and accessible. So that's all. Thank you.